Hey everybody, and welcome back to Grunt Reviews. In my hand, the 509cc Edge. We're going to unbox it, grab some weights on it. We're going to talk about it in general. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. That helps us out, and let's get into it. All right, we're going to do a quick unboxing as we always do. Obviously, brown cardboard bag. Comes with that FN range bag there. Inside the range bag, we have, of course, the firearm itself. We'll go ahead and check, make sure that's clear. It is. Has a single 12 round, so the short flush fit mag, whatever you'd like to call it. And the Edge series does come with that silvery gray painted base plate on it. 2 additional 15 round magazines, and these are compatible with all of the other 509 mags. We do have an additional back strap for it. Little, or something I've found, the factory back strap makes this feel more like a Glock in the hand. The flatter one is going to feel a little bit more 1911 in grip angle. Coming around to the back, we have our lock. We have an additional spring and I believe engagement for the compensator system on it. Of course, we have a manual there, a handy dandy before firing and quick start guide on the comp and the pistol itself. And then last but not least, we do have all of the accessories to mount our various optics. So if I remember correctly, this covers the Delta Point Pro, the RMR, I believe the RMR-C. It's going to cover essentially everything but the Acro, if memory serves me correct. And then neat little FN Edge Series patch there. And that wraps up the unboxing. First, we're going to grab a weight and some measurements on this. So hopefully that comes through, but the unit itself comes in at 1 pound, 8.5 ounces. With the flush fit magazine, takes us to 1 pound, 11.6 ounces. And with the 15 rounder, takes us to 1 pound, 12.5 ounces there. We'll get that out of the way, and let's grab our trigger weight. As always, I've got my Lyman digital trigger gauge here, and first pull. We are at 5 pounds, 3.7 ounces. That's a good start, beats some of the other 509s. 4 pounds, 15.6 ounces on the second one. Get one more for the sake of the data here. And last pull, 5 pounds, 3.6 ounces. Getting in to the platform itself, one of the biggest things, the Edge is kind of their, I'm going to call it custom shop, or their improved version, special edition, choose your nomenclature as you will. But what you get here, you do get a carry firearm with a compensator built in. What makes this compensator very cool is the fact that it is toolless. So when we take the weapon down, we're able to just push in, rotate, once the slide is off, remove the comp for cleaning, pop it back on, and we're good to go. So you don't have to mess with set screws or timing or shims or any of that stuff. You slip it on, quarter turn, you're good to boogie. Very, very nice, very, very easy to operate, and being compensated should provide for a very flat shooting pistol. As we work our way back, they do the barrel in a gold, almost kind of looks like a dull titanium nitride coating. Some of that is for looks. I'm told some of that is also for lubricity as well. We do have the Edge Series serrations, so we do have the slide cuts in it, and we do have some nice raised edges for easy manipulation from the front of the slide. The sight itself is a suppressor height green fiber sight, and I believe you can change those out with other fibers. As we work our way back, it does have FN's optics system, so it comes with all the plates as we showed in the tabletop, plates and adapters. This will mount pretty much anything except for the Aimpoint Acro or the Steiner MPS. And out of the box, it does come with that sight plate that does have the cocking wings or serrations on it, if you will. It's supposed to protect the rear sight. Rear sight is just a single blacked out basic notch sight. Slide itself has that beautiful silver color to it there. Almost reminds me of kind of like a gray DLC coating, but does look very nice. Working our way down, this is going to be very similar to what you've experienced if you've held a 509. This is the newer of the 509 series, so it has the, I'm going to call it Brillo pad style grip to it on both sides of it, and then it has their, almost feels like ratchet teeth, but the ratchet texture on the front and on the rear. Of course, back plate is interchangeable, and like I mentioned before, I essentially look at it as Glock grip angle or 1911 grip angle. If you like the Glock, leave the hump. If you like the 1911 style, use that little bit flatter one. They are including a flat face upgraded trigger in it, as we saw coming in about at the 5-pound mark. And if you want to pull along with me here, so right at the 90-degree mark is where we hit our wall. So just a little bit of take up, and that's just a hair gritty there. Some of that could be cleaning. But we're up on that wall. Brake. Nice audible reset. And back on that wall, just a little bit more take up. Brake. And one more time. All right, reset, wall, brake. Definitely a vast improvement over the curved 509 triggers. Still not Apex level, definitely still not aftermarket, but feels decent and respectable for a stock polymer striker fire pistol. We do have some pick rail on the bottom. This is going to be more like a TLR7 kind of micro compact. One thing I will mention with the texturing, some things that I kind of don't like, if you will. So the magazines that come with it do come with those nice, pretty matching base plates. One thing I've run into that I don't like is because there is no texture on them, feels a little bit weird in the hand, going from polymer to steel or aluminum. That may not bug some people, but the traditional 509 magazines did have some diamond style texturing on them, and this is compatible with those, but would have been nice to see some texturing just to kind of balance out, I'm going to call it hand feel, if you will. Not a huge deal, and the fact that they give you mags is nice, but that's kind of a personal preference thing. Slide lock, ambi, and then the magazine release. I've never had to switch one out, but if I remember correctly, these are ambi, but I believe you have to buy the left-handed, for you wrong-handed shooters out there, you've got to buy the left-handed mag release. One thing I will say that is kind of cool, we do have obviously our extended driver's side, left side, if you will, for right-handed shooters, but this will work both directions out of the box. So ambi, not ambi, kind of hard to put a good terminology on it there. This, the downside to it being FN, these are coming in the 4-figure range. I believe somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200, depending on where you pick them up. It's a lot of money for a striker-fired gun. However, the comp system, I'm very interested to try that out to see how well it works and how effective it is. That's a big advantage versus having to do it aftermarket, and with that comp system being toolless and easy to maintain, there's definitely some positives there. Guys, as always, we are going to take this out to the range. We are going to see how it runs. I know there's been some controversy about these things, so we're going to put it through our own paces, but really am excited to shoot it, and is nice that FN gives you the entire package. Guys, as always, I do appreciate your time watching this. Stay safe, train hard.